Have you ever felt that strange silence? The kind that doesn't come from the absence of noise, but from the weight of something you can't explain? It's almost as if life itself pauses for a moment, holding its breath, waiting for you to notice. And here you are listening to this message, not by accident, not by coincidence, but because deep down, you know you're standing at the edge of something extraordinary. You may not see it clearly yet, but you can feel it. That pull, that unshakable whisper inside your chest that refuses to let you give up. Even when the nights are heavy, even when the weight of your own doubts tries to crush you, even when you've convinced yourself 1,000 times that maybe it's over, maybe it's too late, maybe you'll never find your way. Still, there's something inside you that will not die. Do you know what that is? It's the sign that you're closer than you've ever been. Because the truth is, life always tests you the hardest right before it changes. The night is darkest before dawn. The seed feels the heaviest weight of the earth right before it breaks free into light. And right now, that's where you are. Not broken, not abandoned, not lost, but prepared. Prepared for a breakthrough you can't yet imagine. I know it hurts. I know how heavy your chest feels when you wake up in the middle of the night and wonder how much longer you can keep going. I know the battles no one else sees, the ones behind the quiet smiles, the ones you carry in silence. But let me tell you something. Those battles are not proof of your weakness. They are proof of your strength. Proof that despite everything, you're still here. Still breathing, still fighting. Think about it. If life had truly wanted to break you, it would have done it already. But it hasn't. And do you know why? Because there is something inside you too strong to be destroyed. Something unshakable. Something eternal. You may doubt yourself. You may feel tired, but deep within, there is a force that will not let you quit. And right now, that force is pushing you toward the edge of transformation. You might feel like you've been walking through fire, and maybe you have. But what happens when fire touches gold? It doesn't destroy it. It refines it. Every struggle you've endured, every setback you've faced, every tear you've cried has not been wasted. They have shaped you, forged you, and prepared you for what's coming next. You're not the same person you were a year ago, or even a month ago. You are becoming something stronger, something sharper, something unstoppable. So if you're hearing this right now, I want you to understand one thing. This moment is not random. The timing is not random. You are here because this is the message you were meant to hear at the exact moment you were meant to hear it. This is the reminder your soul has been waiting for. You're not at the end. You're at the turning point. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, wind rushing past your face, heart pounding, fear telling you that if you leap, you'll fall. But what if the truth is different? What if this leap is the very thing that will teach you to fly? That's where you are now, at the edge. Fear will tell you to step back. Doubt will tell you to wait, but your soul knows better. Your soul knows it's time to rise. Maybe you've been asking for a sign. Maybe you've been praying, hoping, searching for something that tells you it's worth it to keep going. Well, here it is. Right here, right now. This is your sign. The universe has not abandoned you. God has not forgotten you. Life is not against you. Everything that has happened has been building you, piece by piece, moment by moment, for what is about to unfold. So don't you dare give up now. Don't you dare surrender to the lies that tell you you're not enough. You are more than enough. You are stronger than you realize. And the very fact that you are still here, listening, breathing, fighting, is proof that you are destined for something greater than you can see in this moment. Let this sink in. You are closer than you've ever been. The breakthrough you've been waiting for, the shift you've been praying for, the change you've been hoping for, it's right in front of you. All you have to do is hold on a little longer, believe a little stronger, and trust that the very weight you feel pressing down on you is not here to bury you, but to launch you. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of the chapter you've been waiting for. The pain is not permanent, the darkness is not forever, and the struggle will not last. You are on the edge of victory, and soon, very soon, you will see the light break through. Because this video didn't find you by mistake. You didn't hear these words by chance. This is the moment your story shifts. And if you can feel even a spark of truth in what you're hearing, then you already know. You are about to win. There comes a moment in every journey when the weight of the past and the fear of the future collide. That moment feels unbearable, like you're standing in the middle of a storm with no shelter in sight. And maybe that's where you've been lately, caught between who you used to be and the person you're becoming. But listen carefully. The storm is not here to destroy you. It's here to clear the path. Every struggle you faced, every door that slammed in your face, every failure that made you question your worth, it wasn't the end. It was redirection. Life has a way of taking away what no longer serves us. Even when we cling to it with all our strength, And yes, it hurts to let go. Yes, it feels unfair when something you wanted so badly slips through your fingers. But what if those closed doors were actually protection? What if they were guiding you to something better? Something bigger than you could imagine at the time? Think about it. A seed doesn't know what sunlight feels like while buried in the dark. To the seed, the soil feels like a prison, heavy and suffocating. But in reality, that darkness is the preparation for growth. And when the time is right, the seed pushes through, breaking into a world it never even knew existed. That's what's happening with you. The weight, the pressure, the darkness, it's not punishment. It's preparation. And here's the truth nobody tells you. Growth doesn't feel good. Change doesn't feel comfortable. Transformation is messy, painful, and confusing. But you've already survived so much. You've already carried burdens that would have broken someone else. And yet here you are, still standing, still searching, still hungry for meaning. That hunger inside you is proof that your story is far from over. You are not meant to live a life of defeat. You are not meant to stay stuck in the same cycles of pain and disappointment. You are meant to rise, to transform, to step into the version of yourself that you've only glimpsed in your wildest dreams. And right now, life is shaping you for that very purpose. Look back for a moment. Think of a time you thought you wouldn't make it. Maybe it was heartbreak. Maybe it was loss. Maybe it was a season of loneliness so heavy that it nearly crushed you. And yet somehow you made it through. At the time, it felt like the end. But now, looking back, you can see how it shaped you. It gave you strength, perspective, wisdom. It built you into who you are today. And just like before, what you're facing now will also become a stepping stone. It will also become a story of survival, a story of triumph, because nothing you go through is wasted. Every scar tells a story, every wound carries wisdom, and every setback is a setup for something greater. Maybe you don't see it yet, maybe you don't feel it yet. That's okay. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's not like flipping a switch. It's like the rising of the sun, slow, steady, unstoppable. First, the horizon glows faintly. Then the light grows stronger, until finally the world is flooded with brilliance. That's what's happening to you right now. Slowly, quietly, powerfully. And I know doubt creeps in. Fear whispers lies. You wonder if you're strong enough, if you're worthy enough, if you'll ever find the light you've been searching for. But here's the truth. You don't have to have all the answers right now. You don't have to see the whole path. You just have to take the next step. Because every step you take, no matter how small, pulls you closer to the life waiting for you. You're not being punished. You're being prepared. You're not being abandoned. You're being refined. And though it feels like fire, remember this. Fire does not destroy gold. It purifies it. That's what you are becoming. Purified, stronger, brighter. Let this sink in. The very challenges you've been cursing may be the exact challenges shaping you into the person capable of holding the victory you've been asking for. If everything came easy, you wouldn't be ready for it. If every dream fell into your hands without resistance, you wouldn't value it. But because you've had to fight, because you've had to crawl through the shadows, because you've had to endure the storms, you will rise with a strength unshakable. And here's the secret. The shift doesn't begin when circumstances change. The shift begins the moment you decide. The moment you say, no matter how hard it gets, I will not give up. That is the turning point. That is when the story changes. Not when the world hands you an easier path, but when you choose to keep walking even when the path feels impossible. So right now, make a choice. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Right now. Choose to believe that your story is not over. Choose to believe that you are being guided. Choose to believe that the pain you feel today is planting the seeds of the victory you will see tomorrow. Because one day soon, you're going to look back on this exact moment, and you're going to realize it wasn't the end. It was the beginning of the life you were destined to live. There comes a time when the storm passes, when the dust settles, and you finally realize that what you thought would break you actually built you. That moment may not have arrived yet, but it's coming. And when it does, you'll see it clearly. You didn't just survive. You rose. You've been walking through darkness, stumbling, searching, fighting for air. But listen closely. The light is closer than you think. Every single tear, every sleepless night, every battle that felt endless, they've been leading you here. Right here, to this exact moment where you're finally ready to rise into the life you were meant to live. Victory is not some distant dream. It's not locked away in a future you may never reach. Victory is already inside you. The power, the strength, the fire. It's been there all along. And when you decide to let it out, nothing can stand in your way. You are not defined by what you've lost. You are not defined by who walked away. You are not defined by the mistakes you made or the failures that tried to convince you to quit. You are defined by the fact that you're still here, still breathing, still standing. That's what makes you powerful. That's what makes you unstoppable. Take a deep breath. Feel your heart beating in your chest. That rhythm, steady and relentless, is the sound of life refusing to let go of you. It's the sound of possibility. It's the sound of victory echoing through your very being. And if you can feel it, if you can hear it, then you already know. You are closer than ever to breaking through. Look ahead for a moment. Picture the person you are becoming. Stronger, wiser, braver, free. Can you see them? That version of you is not a fantasy. It's not a dream. That version of you is already forming inside you, waiting for you to step fully into it. Every challenge you've faced has been shaping that version, molding it, preparing it, and soon you will meet them face to face. There will come a day when you wake up and realize you're no longer carrying the weight you once thought would crush you. There will come a day when you look in the mirror and see not the scars of your past, but the strength they gave you. There will come a day when the life you prayed for is the life you're living. And that day is closer than you think. But here's the truth. You can't wait for someone else to hand it to you. You can't wait for the perfect timing, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect circumstances. You have to claim it. You have to decide that this is your moment, your time, your victory. Because life is not waiting, and neither should you. Think about how far you've come. Think about all the moments you thought you wouldn't survive. Yet somehow you did. That resilience, that fire, that grit. It's proof of who you really are. You are not fragile. You are not hopeless. You are a warrior. You are a fighter. You are a soul forged in fire, rising from the ashes stronger than ever. So stand tall. Even if your knees are shaking, stand tall. Even if your voice trembles, speak your truth. Even if your heart is scared, take the step anyway. Because courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward in spite of it. And every step you take in courage pulls you closer to the life that's waiting for you. This is not the end of your story. It never was. This is the beginning of something extraordinary. The chapter you've been waiting for starts now. And when you look back one day, you'll realize that every struggle, every setback, every moment of doubt, it all made sense. It all had a purpose. It all led you here. So hear me when I say this. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too far gone. You are exactly where you're meant to be. And everything you need to rise is already inside you. The world needs your story. The world needs your light. The world needs the version of you that refuses to quit. The version of you that chooses hope. The version of you that knows victory is inevitable. Because when you rise, you don't just rise for yourself. You rise for everyone watching. Everyone praying for proof that it's possible. You become living evidence that no matter how dark it gets, the light always wins. So hold on, believe, take the step. This is your time. This is your victory. And you are about to step into it fully. If these words have touched you, don't let this moment fade. Hold it, carry it, let it fuel you. And when you're ready, take the next step. Not just for yourself, but for those who will find hope in your eyes. And if this message spoke to you, let it be the beginning, not the end. Subscribe for more so you never forget the truth of who you are. Share this light with someone else who needs it, because your victory isn't just yours. It's a ripple that creates hope in others. You are about to win, and the world is waiting to see it.